Welcome to the Learning Station. At the beginning of every one of these Hatecasts. Now, if you look here, we have a subscribe button. Well, not really a subscribe button. It's a pillow that I picked up off of Amazon. But it works the same. It basically tells you that you should subscribe to this channel because it is the best channel for all Hatecast things. You should also subscribe to our newsletter because it is the place for all Chaos and Pain news, including sales, articles, and the like. It is also the place where you could have heard about our new product launch, which is Cannibal Ferox EU. Now, if you'd like me to go in more detail about exactly what Cannibal Ferox EU is, all that jazz, we can in an upcoming Q&A that I have planned. But for right now, I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below, so you can have a look at the ingredient profile, see if it's worth it to you, see if it's something you'd like to try. The flavors are amazing, and it is currently on BOGO, so buy one, get one. Also, to go along with that, to celebrate the release of this, we also have a 30% off code that you're free to stack with the BOGO. So you can have buy one, get one, and 30% off. So, that's pretty cool. With that being said, this is a casual Sunday. We don't really go over anything except for the Olympia. And we go over like Hurricane Florence, a couple other things. It's Casual Sunday. I know you guys enjoy hearing us ramble. We do get the feedback. We do hear it. So we would like to thank everybody who has followed the Hatecast so far. We're working on improving quality for you guys, working on bringing a better show for you guys, and videos just one step in the right direction. Hopefully, here in the future, we can do some cool edits and all that stuff once I get the software from the boss man that's supposed to be getting me the software, but he's dragging his feet and he's like, I don't want to. Yeah, he's gonna. It's fine. Enjoy the show. Well, oh, I think we're recording. Man, this new software. Welcome to the newest Hatecast with video. You guys can see that now. And you can see the rude hand gestures that he always makes.
Raising the roof. Raising the roof.
So we were just discussing how big my hands are and how bad of a problem I had in college because of it. Dick pics were rough.
I once caught a fish this big.
It'd be fine. So, we do have some topics of discussion. We have Phil Heath being dethroned. So, didn't come in conditioned at all. Well, came in conditioned for a bodybuilder at the top level, but like he didn't bring his full package. And then Sean Roden, for some reason, out of fucking nowhere, decided I'm gonna be the best I've ever been, and it just
pretty
worked.
amazing.
It was great.
Pretty amazing. It was great. I mean, wow, the dude was just ripped. I could not believe. Yeah.
And he was big. He was thick in all the right places.
Yes, he was.
They all okay. Can we just put this out there? Everybody who competes in bodybuilding has a proportionally small package compared to their quads. It's fine.
Yes.
We understand. Don't worry about it. But everybody, like my wife, is going to make fun of you because it looks like you have a small dinky-doo.
It is pretty funny, though. But hey, you gotta remember also, they're at that point they're so deprived that, like, that's not even an option. The last 2 weeks, it really doesn't. It just stops working.
The last 4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's gone, you know. Yeah.
Man, you know, it's such a different level of conditioning where people are, you know, there's always that one guy that goes in there like, I used to bench 305 or 315 or whatever in high school, blah blah blah. I could have been a competitive body. No, you couldn't. You're a liar, sir. You're a fucking liar. Because the moment that stopped working, I'm done bodybuilding. I'm done. Like for most people, that's enough. I'm done. I mean, now
Mm-hmm.
it's better with certain medications out there now, but still, you do have people have a problem with that area in prep, and it's completely natural. But unless you're willing to accept it, don't fucking do it.
Don't do it.
But yeah, he got dethroned. What did you think about it? So,
well, I mean,
I was
kind of
wrong.
like you were wrong. He didn't have surgery, obviously.
No.
I put it to you this way: like, I think that Roden looked better. Definitely in the midsection. He probably has the best abs I've seen on a Mr. Olympia in a long time. I'll definitely give him that. I think Phil still has ridiculous forearms and biceps. I mean, that's kind of one of the things that made him so big, and he's thick, but his stomach it was too big. Well, the other stuff wasn't big enough to help with that. Like, if he had been bigger everywhere else, then I think it would have been as big a deal. That's awesome, dude. I love dogs. I have 3 of them, but mine are like, they're too loud.
This is my son.
I like him. What's his name again?
Thor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God of Thunder,
Thor.
ironically afraid of it.
They all are. So, where's Tony?
Huh?
Tony.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet. We're not gonna do that. No. I'm good with one. One done.
Yeah, we have 3, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I know.
You getting the signal from somebody coming in?
Yeah, I was just told that my dog is an asshole. I have to go to.
Yeah.
My dog is bad. They are worth it. Well, people don't rob our house because it's so big.
Yeah, I think they would have the same issue with this one, but I think that also he would try and get him. He wants to be petted, so that would be a little bit of an issue. He'd come right up to the robber and go, "How you doing?" It's like,
see,
because he's mixed with a lab. I'm pretty much gonna have to deal with a toddler for ever, and it's
I know.
But yeah, I agree. He had the best abs on a Mr. Olympia that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Something I did notice about Phil Heath too, which I'm wondering if this affected anything, but I noticed a little dip, a little pec minor issue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it must not have been pec major, obviously, but you think he injured his pec minor?
Probably. I mean his shoulders. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. Triceps. Something in there just didn't really. Yeah.
Okay, lap dog.
What's the dog doing? I once had a dog this big.
Yeah, I have a dog this big. This big.
I'm gonna guess he's 65 pounds.
No, he's about 45.
Ooh, way off.
Yeah.
Way off.
Yeah. No, it's the camera. Makes everything look bigger.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. I'm too tired.
But you get. Okay, this is the shit I have to put up with.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but yes. So, anyways, Roden had an awesome total package.
Yeah.
Phil, if he was bigger in the shoulders and the chest and everything, then I think that's what he's going to have to do. He's just going to have to get bigger. And that's another thing that I like to complain about is that I really feel like Phil Heath looks the exact same, except for minus the haircut, that he did when he first won the Olympia. Like, he hasn't changed any year at all. I can't tell anyways.
This year he looked a bit softer, too, which, mind you, his midsection has gotten bigger, which was why I mentioned it in the previous Hatecast, is his midsection has gotten bigger, but it's also, you know how when certain individuals get so strong and their abdominal walls just start to separate, they have to get that mesh in there to kind of hopefully pack things back in. Like, I think he's there. I don't think that I don't think there's going to be any chance of him ever pulling a win back if he doesn't completely stop training abs, do some vacuums, do a lot more vacuums than he's already doing, and just try and kill almost all the size that he possibly can in this midsection. Otherwise, it looks like he has a belly. It looks like he's cartoonishly blurred.
Yeah.
And if judges got after Ramy for the same thing. I mean, his posing trunks were digging into the back fat that he still had.
What?
Yeah, there's pictures of it up online. Big Ramy had his posing trunks dig into his lower back right above his glutes.
Wow. So his glutes were not striated.
No. So he didn't even make top 5. So I don't know what's going on there. Rolly, People's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. I think they need to do that every single Olympia. Let people vote. Now here's the real question I have for you. Do you think now that Phil's out of the picture, little bitch move for Kai to come back in and try and secure? That would be cool. Like, honestly, now that there's a People's Champion every time, Kai Green.
He would win it every time. He really would, because he does those crazy routines where he does like the splits upside down and stuff. I don't know.
And he also, explains things in a very unique way. Kai, how'd you get that scar? Well, thoughts become things, and I was walking and I had this thought that came to me, and so I got it as a bouncer in a nightclub. Like, you could have just cut to the chase, man. Like, you were a bouncer in New York. Yeah. You got jumped. You got a cut on your face. You apparently whipped their ass. But, like you got, that's had the scar.
Yeah. He's very philosophical.
Way too much. Like, I know I have the gift of gab, but holy shit. Like, getting into an argument with that guy is a loss. It's not a loss of anything other than your time.
He's philosophical and he's afraidable.
Yeah. But you know what?
Philosophical, Phil Heath, Yeah,
it's okay. I got that.
So, I tried.
What did you think of the 212 division?
Same. I think the guys look good, but then you put them next to one of the regular guys, and it's like, whoa! Kind of reminds me of like Frank Colombo next to Arnold Schwarzenegger that one year, and you're like, "Whoa, Frank is awesome!" And then you put him next to me, you're like, "What's the little guy doing there?"
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you there. Only because Flex Lewis is still there, right?
he looks great, but
yeah. No, he's retiring this year though, so that's going to open up the 212 division to have people that aren't just dwarfed by him, because that's what it is right now. The entire 212 division is just dwarfed by Flex Lewis.
No one has a proportion. Have you ever met like a 5'2" or 5'3" bodybuilder?
Nope.
It's like professional. They're like this wide, but they're like it's like their arms are so big. It's just like everything is so huge. It's just like, wow.
The closest guy I've come to with that is there's this individual up in my gym who has to be about 5 foot even, right? And he's a competitor. I'm not sure if he's comfortable with me mentioning his name, but I mentioned it before if you go back and listen. So, but this dude is tiny. He competes in the 132 weight class, right?
Wow.
Pulls 555 now.
That's a lot of weight.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Yeah, wow. That's amazing.
See, the one thing I've got on him, other than 150 pounds, is my deadlift is 50 pounds more than his. So I can pull 600. I'm hoping to hit 700 this year, or early next year. So if that does in fact happen, I will make sure to record it and post it on my Instagram or something like that.
You should. I deadlifted for the first time last week, I think. I didn't have any straps, which I wish I had, because my grip just kept. And I can't go like this. I don't want to hurt my bicep. I'm like, at that. But
No.
I did 405 for 2 reps with my hands with nothing.
You know, that's it's interesting you bring up straps. So I've had this tendonitis issue for a little bit. And it's been here and there. Now I've isolated as to what it is, right? And it's me going too much, right? It's just me doing a little too much. Now, and a lot of pulling work. I absolutely love pulling work. Having too much been in there. But I don't deadlift with straps. I don't deadlift with a belt. All I have is collars and wrist wraps.
So then you do alternating grip?
I do a double overhand.
You're gripping 600 pounds double overhand deadlift?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a gorilla.
No. You gotta understand, okay?
Yeah. That's a good point.
So
yeah,
like cheating.
Like that is cheating.
It's cheating.
That is cheating. You should have to use the fat grip on every lift you do.
Yeah. No. So okay, look. I am also 285 pounds now.
Yes. Well, that helps. You do outweigh me by like a lot, 85, 80 pounds.
And I lift somewhere between sumo and conventional.
Like a sumo wrestler and a conventional. Sumo deadlift. I was making a joke.
No. I gave up my sumo days and I gave up cheesecake.
The whole cheesecake, not a piece. The whole thing.
The whole cheesecake. I was having a discussion with this about. I was having a discussion about this with Wayne today. I had him on the phone. I was talking exactly because people are always afraid of like gaining weight, and it takes a lot of work to get 100 pounds overweight. You don't realize how much work it takes, but it really does take a lot.
Hey, by the way, what do you call Wayne? Because I call him Chaos and Wayne.
I just call him Wayne, but I will say this. My ringtone for him is the old 90s cartoon Batman theme song. Because I'm getting tired of his shit, and sometimes I feel like Alfred.
I like that. I do like that.
But, so I was discussing with him about, he doesn't watch these, don't worry.
So we can bash him all we want to.
No, see, he's going to be on one, so I'm sure he'll go like, Vanity, Chaos and Pain Hatecast. He'll watch the one he's on, and then the one after. And then that's it. But yeah, it's something I was talking to him about, and he, because he's a new dad, he doesn't want to be, in his words, fat piece of shit. Like he wants to be a good example.
He doesn't want to be this.
You got props, bro. You got props. It's not fucking fair. All I've got is a fucking dog. You understand? You one up me. Just do the entire hate cast. But
I think he was robbed this year.
Don't even fucking do that. Listen. It is those people that are complaining, by the way. No. You know what? I'll one up you, sir.
Dude, hold on. You did not see this right here, did you?
I don't look good in hats. Oh, I get you now. Okay, trying to make a statement on Hatecast. Now, I see. Alright, look at these fly hats. Look at that. Look here. It's right here. Look at this. That sticker. That freshness cool. Sticker right there.
That's fresh. Fresh.
That was my idea.
You can't. You like this?
Well, we see what month you're ready for.
I love Halloween, man. Are you kidding me? Halloween's
hell
awesome.
Yeah. I was gonna pull the most amazing prank on basically our next door neighbors. I was gonna dress up like a straight up drag queen for Halloween.
Do it.
This 6'5" guy with just lacy bra on, lacy panties. It would be fucking beautiful.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, man. Not that good. But it would be pretty good.
It would be pretty good.
You know, but I just decided not to embarrass the fuck out of myself.
Let's do the time warp again.
You know, hey, I don't care though. I might do it. It's between that and Batman because I'm a basic bitch.
I was the ballerina one year and I had to get an extra large leotard and I found one.
Okay, hold on. Because Amazon has removed the shame of searching for the most ridiculous costumes. Okay? Like, if you're a man, you want to have a dildo on your head, you don't need to go in a sex shop anymore. You want to be a pornicorn, you can just put that son of a bitch on there from the thing you ordered on Amazon.
So you've never heard of the Chapel Hill Halloween night festivities? Oh, okay. So when we win a national championship, which happened a year and a half ago, in basketball. Well, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. Because when I say win a national championship, we win so many that basketball is probably our most popular. I mean, again, we have 43 national championships for varsity sports. I mean, you know, like last year, I don't think we won one. And I was talking to some friends, and they're like, "We didn't win one this year?" Because the year before, we won like 3. You know, like field hockey.
Is that one of those condescending, like, "Oh, we didn't win one this year? That's strange."
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I mean, because all the other schools that are our major rivals and stuff, they only have 9 championships. I mean, come on, like 5 of those are basketball. Like, go away.
Move on,
Kentucky, I think. Yeah, like Kentucky's 9, Kansas is 11. I mean, NC State is 2.
What about Bama?
I don't know, but we do have more than them, I believe.
There's that video going around. I'll link in the comment section below. It's just,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show you. It's stupid. It's all
like, because like Nick Saban, I mean, he's got a good thing going there. I'm not gonna lie, but not as good as Urban Meyer.
Okay,
that was a joke. That was a joke. Yes. Anyways, Halloween. We usually have about 75,000 people show up when we win the national championship in basketball, and we cut Franklin Street and they cut it off, and they do bonfire jumps. And it's great. Climb the flagpole of the post office downtown and street lights and all that good stuff. But during Halloween, if it's on a Friday or a Saturday night, we have about 75,000 people, and they stop off both ends, and you see costumes that are.
Gotcha.
But let me explain it to you. The first year I went up there, we lived on South Campus, and we took the P2P, they call it point to point, we called it party to party, bus, and we get off, and all of a sudden I hear this. I'm like, what is that sound? And then we make it to Franklin Street, and it's like a water stream, but it's people.
So like the biggest Halloween rager you could think of.
Ever. You have to hold on to people's hands that you're with, or else you're getting separated. You know, it's absolutely amazing. You know, I only did it 4 times, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. But one year I was Fabio, and it was too cold. That was terrible. The ballerina year was really cold. My freshman year, I was like a 70s something, and it was warm, so it was fantastic. But the costumes you see, I mean, this one year, there were 6 girls that were a pack of Corona. And they were together, the box and everything, and they kept going forward. They couldn't make it through. They had to quit. They had to stop. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic.
So, you would highly suggest anyone in their 20s that's fucked up to go there.
Yes, it is absolutely.
If you had pre-drinks.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's going to be on a Wednesday, so it's quite lame this year.
It goes on for a while. Dude, the costumes you see, like.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. Coors Light Night. I mean, I can't even.
Coors Light Night. Someone set up late at night cutting cardboard boxes for
Yes.
like
Coors Light boxes.
Yeah.
It was great.
So, I'll tell you exactly how bad hi person.
He's like, what's going on?
Don't worry about it. But I'll tell you one of the best costumes I've ever, or one of the best places for costumes is probably anime conventions. Now, I am a dork. Okay, I have never hit. Look on the walls. You see, look, subscribe pillow back there, guys. If you want to go ahead and view it, and click it. You could. Yeah, there we go.
It's not working.
So
I'm touching it.
Yeah, so we went to an anime convention, which is where I got that, right? And you would see people who spent maybe $1,500 on their costume. Like, someone's paycheck just went to their costume. We had this one dude who followed us day after. He got upset. He asked another lady, yeah, he had that face. He asked a lady to get the fuck off an elevator because it would mess up his costume. Like, he screamed in her face.
Whoa, there's your door open. It's a ghost.
Close it.
Don't close it. Don't close it. Don't close it.
Oh my god.
Keep it open. Throw them out there. Take that dog. Yeah, you look bigger now that you stood up.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
You're
this is where I want to win my shows.
Oh, don't we all, man? Like,
not with this. Do you understand the hobo hair? You understand the hobo beard, right? All it is laziness. I don't give a fuck though. But it's fine. It's just part of who I am. Like, in my previous profession, I had to cut my hair and fucking shave the beard all the fucking time. I can't fucking stand that shit now. And you know what? I'm not doing it because it's cool. I'm doing it because I could give two fucks less about how I look. That's why I don't shave the fucking neck. I'm a neck beard. I'm one with my people on Reddit.
I do too.
Yeah. So, anyway, this one guy who is completely fucking insane. You understand, he screamed at this lady who was just there, by the way, with her teenage daughter, right? Just fucking, yeah, you're gonna mess up my costume. Dude was fucking up. His costumes were on point, though. Like, his costumes were fucking amazing. He was the guy that, of course, handed out his card. He's like, I'm a professional cosplayer and all that shit. Like, somebody who's really into that stuff, right? I haven't seen impressive costumes like that anywhere else. And I've only been to a couple different anime conventions. Again, yes, I am a big nerd, and that's okay.
It is okay.
But I also made out with a girl wearing a horse mask there.
That's, like, pretty cool.
Yeah, no, so, like, I got lucky because we were both fucked up. And to get into the rave, right, you had to be 21 years or older because they had liquor in there. So, I'm clear. But, because, like, you're just at an anime convention, like, it's questionable. So, like, let's be honest, like, some women, some dudes, use that as an excuse to, like, slut it up, just like Halloween, which, by the way, ladies, do it.
Yes, definitely.
Do it. And post it on Instagram.
Even better.
You'll get 3 likes from me.
Yes, one from me.
I'll have 3 different accounts, all following you. Anyway, so I went to this, so me and my friends met up there. I had like this, and I don't think I've ever told the story on the Hatecast, but it is pretty bad. So, okay, before I tell the story, do not do any of this at home. My friend said he could outdrink me, and we just bought random alcohol, right? We were all down there in Columbus, Ohio. We went down and we bought like 3 liters of just random alcohol, right? And me and my friend Jamie were like, shot. Not that Jamie though, different Jamie.
Different Jamie.
And so
couldn't beat him.
We were fucked up enough so that we thought we could dance.
Ooh.
So we went down to the rave. And while I was at the rave, I had some of the punch there. Now, what we did not know is the punch was spiked with ecstasy. No. Like, you think fucking anime conventions for the week? These people put drugs in things.
Yeah, they do. Wow.
After all, they have to do to watch anime.
But dude, what happens if you keep going back? You're not going to know for like what, about 30 to 45 minutes or so, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know how much I had. I do know that I ended up making out with a horse girl. I don't remember what her face looked like.
You love techno music now?
Huh?
Do you love techno music now?
No. See, what's even fucking worse is there is a video out there of me doing fucking push-ups on the dance floor. It's on YouTube. Good luck fucking finding it, because I'm not telling anybody. What year, what convention, anything.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to send you that video last week. The firework one?
You did, yes.
That's
okay, because I didn't watch Big Trouble in Little China.
I was going to ask you that, and I can't. You know what good old Jack Burton says, right?
No, I don't.
Exactly. How can you?
Okay.
God, how have you not seen that movie yet?
I have a trip coming up, so I'll watch it then.
You have to. They even have the whole thing on YouTube, like for free, I think.
Pirates are back. Anyway, man, how old is the movie?
19. I want to say 80s. It seems like 88, but I want to say 86.
That's not that fucking bad then. You can pirate away. No. Don't pirate. That's federal crime. Anyway, so, but yeah, it's just one of those things where, you want to see some outrageous costumes, go to an anime convention. Go to anywhere where people just want to dress up for funsies. And if you've never been to a Halloween party or something like that, either go there, go down to 6th Street on Austin, right?
Yep.
Or Austin, Texas.
Franklin Street in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Franklin Street. Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Yeah. Chapel Thrill that night.
Chapel Thrill. But man, so what have you been up to, man? I know you got a little bit of weather.
Wow. Okay, so
people might have noticed the tan.
Yeah, it was. So I was supposed to be on vacation this week, but we had this little tiny rainstorm called Florence that came in. Yeah, I know. What? And this little tiny. What?
No,
what are you talking about?
Way.
No, what? Like all the gas was, out, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were talking about that I think last week before it actually happened. So
yeah.
Well, the next day I woke up and it was Thursday, and the wind was blowing outside. I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of all right. And then that night, just wind, trees, rain, more rain, and more rain. And the next day it was like, hey, guess what? Usually we leave by now, but I'm going to stick around and not go anywhere. So it was the same exact thing for, over 24 hours. Never seen a storm do that before. It was awesome. So anyways, we didn't have too much damage, just a bunch of, pine straw stuff in the yard and a couple branches here and there. We lost power for 14 hours, so there's a good chance to basically clean out our refrigerator, and spray it down and do all that good stuff, and that was fantastic. So then, anyways, we were going to go on vacation, but the place where we were going, it's still underwater.
Oh,
right?
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That does put a damper in things.
Yeah, I mean, all the houses are raised up, but like all the streets, and you know, you drive golf carts on the island, and there's like a tram. Well, yeah, you can't. They don't work in water. People
Why
don't
not
understand
fucking
that.
upgrade to jet skis, man? Everybody
I
loves jet
know.
skis. You could fucking
Yes,
do it.
do it, do it. So, anyways, we came down to the in-laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, they live on the river, and this time it only came up where they are about 4.5 feet. You know, the house
Right.
is raised up, so it's a good thing. But then it stuck around, a foot and a half stuck around for over 24 hours again, which that comes in, goes out, like
Yeah.
doesn't happen. So I've been down here, see, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the third day, or 2.5, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
And we've been cleaning up the yard and outside and tree branches and going to the dump and dumping off like a whole trailer worth of just trash. I
Yeah.
mean, it
Yeah.
is pressure washing, and then, but man, like people don't understand. The water's bad, but then when the water leaves, oh, there's like muck and dirt and just like there's stuff everywhere, and you got to triple
Yeah.
snakes, you know,
Yeah.
in the
Hurricanes
pool.
don't leave quietly.
No,
They
they
just sit there,
don't.
and it's Mother Nature's way of going, just fucking
Pretty
puking all
much.
over, like hold my hair,
Yeah,
fucking kind of bad shit, right?
bad, dude.
And
And then get this. So there's a place that even like between here and there, and like they never have issues, whatever. But they got over 15 inches of rain in 24 hours, and we're talking like major roads are like flooded, like uh, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base flooded.
yeah, so another guest that we had on the Hatecast previously, which is Ryan Skelly, he sent me a video of somewhere he used to live,
Yep.
and this dude was out on his balcony, and he was sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna just record." Looks down, points the phone camera down. There's a church underwater.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
well,
And like I mentioned before, that place that he sent you is 15 minutes from my
yeah, yeah,
in-laws. So, yep.
yeah. It was like the ocean just came up and
Yeah.
never left.
Well, dude,
Right.
another
So
funny thing I saw too was, well, their decks like, or the water picks up decks, and water does so much damage. These waves,
yeah, yeah,
people have no. Well, there's this one deck, and it was completely moved away from the house. Um, it still had its grill. Its grill was 100% secured on the deck. And the best part about it is, you know what prevented it from floating away? One string attached, oh my god, to their satellite dish.
This episode brought to you by DirecTV.
Yes,
I
it
don't.
was fantastic. I was like, are you kidding me?
Could you just okay? Look.
I had a
Could you
picture of
just
that.
imagine the satellite guy that's gonna come out there and fuck with you to repair this shit? Like they're like, oh well, that doesn't seem to be our problem. Like it was Mother Nature, so we can't fix your TV. It's like, what the fuck? My deck detached from my house, and now you're gonna give me shit.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
exactly what's gonna happen to that guy.
it is. I'm gonna
Start
send you the
GoFundMe
picture.
right now.
Do it right now. I want my TV. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. It's fantastic.
I'll
You can put it
I'll
on the Haycast.
I'll just use it as the fucking thumbnail.
You
I'm just gonna
do.
do it.
Oh,
Nobody
let
can
me
stop
find.
me.
I gotta find a good one of it because there's a couple of them that are just like, oh, okay.
Also,
I'm sending it to you right
I
now.
also got a question.
Oh,
So, was that vegan photo fake? The one that's been going around about vegan food? Like, even during a hurricane, no one eats vegan food. Is that
no.
a real thing?
Yes.
Yes! It worked! We have spread the gospel.
No,
Oh
it
my
is
god.
definitely true. Well, that's the thing, man. It's like, okay, so here's what everybody bought: milk that can go bad when you lose power, eggs that can go bad when you lose power, bread, sandwiches, whenever there's any kind of crisis, a snowstorm or whatever, you know that. And that's the first thing that gets sold out when it snows here is bread and milk. Gas was kind of low and running out in a couple places.
Yeah.
Bananas, apples, gone. And then after everything got back,
you wouldn't think that with the average American diet.
Well, and like we talked last week, the water, like, you don't drink water, so now you're gonna get 40 gallons, like, just
yeah,
the bathtub.
I'm gonna use this purified spring water to take a shit in. Like, that's what most people are fucking doing. I like your bathtub idea.
Right, just flip the bathtub before the power goes out, and we put it up, and it was great. That was me. I sent it to you. Did you get the picture?
Oh, I got it. I'm gonna use this fucking thumbnail. I'm done. Yes!
Isn't that fantastic?
Yes!
Is that not great?
It's dragged on the ground. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Isn't
that fantastic?
Put it up here. Oh my god.
Right? I mean, that is absolutely amazing, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like, it was just. Oh, I got some this one right here too, because this kind of shows you the other view of it. Oh, it's great too.
Now, is this somebody you know?
No, there's where they live. There's a bunch of houses kind of behind them and stuff and everything. So, and some of them, a lot of the people don't live there full time. My in-laws do, and this is one of those like vacationer houses, areas.
Yeah.
So they haven't.
Hold on just a second.
It's still there on the road. Like, we have golf carts around here.
Hold up, man. Hold up. We, seem to be lagging a little bit.
I'm holding.
Okay, I think we're back. Yeah. Oh. Nope.
What happened?
I think connection on some end. Sorry, we're back now.
That was weird. It's going me. I don't know. My picture looked good the whole time.
Okay. Okay, we're back now. It stopped. Yeah.
Was I lagging? I was like, my voice or just my awesome picture?
It was both, but it's fine, man. That's crazy, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think that grill was weighing it down a little bit, too. I don't know. I'm not a fucking rocket scientist. It's fine.
Well, dude, the water's so strong, it will pick up that grill, and the grill's like nothing to it. And
yeah, no, it was the sheer weight of the awesomeness of the grill.
It was pretty awesome, man. They did a great job securing it.
But I mean,
it didn't get away.
Shit. Yeah.
It's like, hey, what happened? Well, we got the grill tied down really well. It didn't get off the deck at all. What about the deck? Not so lucky.
Very important feature of this grill has bolting spots on the bottom so that if you're ever in a hurricane, it stays there. I don't see that becoming a thing.
No, and like, here's another thing too. Like, I would like to see someone try to move that deck back.
No, it's going in the trash can.
No, you're gonna have to take that thing apart. Like, there's no way you can move.
I used to do that shit with my dad because he has a property management company out of Austin, and he would do these little jobs like tearing apart a deck or something like that to make a little extra cash. And yeah, so I know exactly how much of a bitch that is.
Yeah, there's people who are heavy there. You're not moving that. You're not.
Someone's Saturday and Sunday are both ruined. Destroyed.
Destroyed.
It doesn't. I mean, by the picture, it doesn't look like there's too much debris. Now that's something else that you wouldn't expect. Is we see these videos of the waters coming in and then flooding, and we think when those waters go away, everything else goes away. But no, people are fucking filthy trash people, and they want to fucking throw like lighter fluid cans in the fucking ocean.
We got one of those.
Yeah.
Found in the yard.
And
I found 2 lighters.
Yeah. All of the stuff that is at the shore will wash up.
Yep. I did find a dead crab. That was pretty cool.
Well.
And like a dead muskrat or something too.
Running any critters?
No, thank goodness. Giant worms though, man. What in the world?
You also had that bad problem of fucking the fire ant rafts appearing everywhere where you're at.
You have to do those ants. Well, one of the flower pots did have like an ant infestation out of nowhere. It was like, huh?
Yeah, what they do is they form this ant raft of a bunch of the different workers, and they put the queen on top, so that it's just thousands of these, or probably in the hundreds of thousands of these ants just sacrificing their lives for the good of the queen. It's basically like the UK. We look forward to your letters. All right, I'm a stupid American. Like, forgive me, okay? Like,
I love the queen.
I have hobo hair too, so nobody takes me seriously.
Dude, the queen's pretty awesome, right?
The queen is pretty awesome, except she doesn't fucking like Monopoly.
She's also, her image is on the back of the Canadian silver dollar, I believe. You know no, that's the crown. That's the crown. Her face is on one of the Canadian coins.
Good.
It's not the regular.
I will say that you know, she's an awesome lady, and I hope her and her son are very happy. You know.
Oh, her husband. He's still alive too. Her husband's still alive.
Yeah, but like, okay, there is one question. I'm like this stupid American thing, and I'm not going to look any of this stuff up. Okay, but
I know the answer.
I watched The Crown. He was a cheating. He was like, oh, like he's a cheating son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Who? Her husband?
Yeah, Philip.
I don't think so.
We know exactly this much about that.
I know he's not. I know that he could not have been the king ever because she was the rightful heir to the throne, and she keeps the crown. Even no matter whoever she marries is just like a prince or whatever, or some kind of duke or something.
Well, see, what I'm gonna do is if I ever write a story about that, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the best liberties that I can and just write the most heinous line of events that ever happened. It's like, you know, come up, hey Dad, I want to marry this guy. No, he's not cool.
No.
But you sure he can't be king? No, he's just not cool.
So I have another question for you.
That was the reason.
That would be fantastic. But here's my question for you. What about the Fahrenheit 11/9 movie coming?
Yes.
Dude, here's the funny thing about it. Like, I mean, yeah, Trump doesn't tell the truth, but who really cares?
It's also kind of ballsy for Michael Moore to draw the parallels between 9/11 and Trump getting elected.
I know. It's well, I mean, it's absolutely hilarious.
In his mind, they're kind of the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
I mean,
okay. But if it was anybody,
in all the, yeah, they couldn't do it. But then it's so hilarious how like all the commercials were always like, "How did we get here?" And I'm like, by the way, you know what's really really funny, Bryce?
Huh?
People think Trump is bad. Go look at Richard Nixon. He makes Trump look like a Boy Scout.
You know,
don't talk about that. I'm just saying.
You can't really do that because Americans have such short memory of anything happening ever. So every couple of years, I mean, George Carlin had a great bit about, politicians don't really matter because it's just changing one for the other. Um, but George Carlin did have that great bit, and it kind of is true. So like they all have this goal of getting in the ultimate seat of power, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But call okay. We're not a political show, but you can't say
No,
everyone's Hitler.
no, because that's the thing. Like people say that we have a rough life right now. What about World War One and World War Two?
Well, I mean, it kind of birthed Nutella, so I don't like fucking know.
It's like, oh
So
man,
it may.
I can't, my cell phone's not working. I don't have electricity. Your great great grandfather had all of his friends, like six of them, get killed with mustard gas on them.
I'm trying to find a bar.
Huh? Oh man, America's terrible. Dude, we live in
Okay,
the best country in the world. What are you talking about?
okay, but we can take it all because I know some. We look forward to your letters.
We,
Some people are
dude, yes, I want
some
to hear
people
them.
are going to
Yeah,
get offended, and I'm not about that life
good,
because we love you.
good. We do love you. Be offended because I think it's hilarious that you're offended by us.
But holy shit, I do have a question for you. Do you think this is going to be enough to reboot bodybuilding?
To do what with bodybuilding?
Reboot bodybuilding, like Sean Roden taking over, there being a
I hope
people's
so.
champ.
Yes, I think people are happy, and I think it's one of the reasons why they let it happen. And I say let it because it is subjective or objective, or whichever one it
It's a
is. I'm
very
tired.
subjective sport. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
so it's not very at before there have been instances where the Mr. Olympia should not have won, and even Arnold one time, and they still won because it's so political, you know.
Yeah.
And if people don't believe how political it is, it's so political on an NPC level that you have people that win because it's their turn, and also because their coaches are the judges. Well, no wonder he's in the top three every time.
Well,
So,
the thing is too is there's this hilarious picture that I saw not too long ago where it was like this young kid, someone taking a picture of this young kid touching a girl's titties, like cupping them, and he said,
yeah,
and
I
the
think I
meme
saw
said,
that.
and the meme said, he didn't know that he just screwed his chances of being in the Supreme Court, like because that's how it is with bodybuilding. You know, I mean, Kai Green had the infamous grapefruit episode, which I'm talking to myself at this point. Hold up. I think we lost you again, Ed.
True. That's how it is about. Well, you're back now. It
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
froze. You
No,
froze that time, dude.
Mister.
Your face was like, and I'm just like,
Don't make my face
fries?
do that. Um. Okay. But yeah, it's exactly like that in bodybuilding. You know, Kai Green had that whole grapefruit episode, which prevented him. I still truly do believe because
Ever.
Jim
Yeah.
Mannion's Jim Mannion's done a good job about trying to choose the best person to be the ambassador for bodybuilding because it becomes more about bodybuilding as a whole, what bodybuilding can do, uh, regardless of what you out there, the viewer of this episode, or anybody, a viewer of the Olympia, thinks. Bodybuilding has done very good things for both physical fitness, the movie industry, um, all these other sorts of things. I mean, we wouldn't have such great physiques out there to play roles like Thor. Like, the guy who plays Thor, pretty muscular. Would you rather see a
Yep.
skinny Thor? No, because he's a freaking
Oh,
god.
yeah.
He tosses that hammer
His
around like it's
arms
nothing.
are like, his muscles are like thick bands of steel.
And then Chris Evans, I mean, he did a couple push-ups, and now he has 30 pounds on him, because that's how it works. Um,
That is how it looks.
You remember all those ads playing around everywhere whenever that movie came out? And it was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is how he put on, 30 pounds of muscle mass in 4 weeks. Nope. No.
Trimboloni sandwiches. Trimboloni
Trimbolone
sandwiches.
sandwiches. And maybe some anabolic chicken. So,
Yes. Not
but
hormone free.
I did want to ask you because, probably just about as much of the gear information as I do. And so, going back to Phil Heath's gut, there are some concerns about people who take a certain combination of things and
Yes.
having distended abdomens.
Yes.
In
I
my,
have a theory.
you have a theory, so go ahead with yours, and I'll go ahead with mine after that.
Okay. Well, my theory is definitely, it's probably similar to yours, right? Combination of two of these substances are basically, let's just go ahead and say it, growth hormone and insulin, right?
Right.
But I think that what also happens is the amount of food that people have to eat in the off season, it makes the problem even worse because they're constantly feeding themselves so much, so
Yeah.
many carbs and all this stuff that it distends the stomach. And then on top of that, you're squatting huge amounts of weight and deadlifting. I mean, your abs are going to, that's your transfer of power between your lower body to your upper body. You know, have you ever seen a guy with huge legs that didn't have huge abs? No.
Never. Yeah.
You've seen people with tiny legs have, small abs and big upper bodies, but you've never seen a guy with big legs have a small abdomen. It's not possible. You can't the transfer of power with the hips and everything.
Yeah.
So, there's definitely something going on. I mean, we do know that a lot of receptor sites for growth hormone are in the intestines,
Yeah.
but you know, I think there's something going on, and I think why don't you, since it's your theory, that about the mixture, explain what you think is going on.
Now you have competitors, and thank you. You have competitors that have used growth hormone or insulin, right? And the people who have used growth hormone or insulin usually don't ended up with distended bellies, right? They might have some weird looking foreheads, but hey, GH is a bitch.
Barry
As
Bonds.
Tom Brady. Um, but so using one of them doesn't seem to cause the issue. Both of them seem to cause the issue. This has kind of been through trial and error of the bodybuilding world, been shown to be the case. I have a controversial opinion, and it's one that doesn't. I don't think people are going to be very accepting of, but I think that distended bad belly is highly genetic. I think you need to have the right mixture of the right stuff at the right time in order to turn into Jabba the Hutt. I mean, look at Big Lenny, you know? And I only mention Big Lenny because he's the most popular um, uh, example of it we have in the bodybuilding world that is cartoonishly exaggerated. Um, and I thought he was trying to at one point cut that down, but yeah, he has this gigantic belly, and it is from a combination of those two. And I think he just hit the mark. He hit
Ooh,
what
ooh,
needs. Go ahead.
I've heard something else too. IGF. R3 long.
You know, for a while there, you could get IGF one, legit IGF one, right? And then you
R3,
couldn't. Long arm three, and
R
then you couldn't.
R2.
And then you started to be able to get it legit IGF one again because the patent ran out. You know, and so these certain sites sell it because there's no patent on it,
Mm-hmm.
and they can kind of get away with it and run rampant and stuff like that. Um, I would okay, knowing how much in excess people live in when it comes to the
Mm-hmm.
bodybuilding world, I could see that playing a part, but I really do think that it has to do with growth hormone and insulin at the same time.
Probably all three, because think about it. If
Maybe
you're
all
taking
three,
those
yeah.
two, yeah, if you're taking those two, you're taking the third. You're, I don't know if they would do the GHRPs and all that stuff, because they probably have just enough growth that they don't have to do the poor man's, you know. But who knows?
Well, sometimes GHRP is the right answer for some people, and for other people it's not. Like and this is kind of going deep into it, but like if you're looking for rapid growth, growth hormone's not really something that you'd look at. You'd look at something like insulin, right? And even then, when you use insulin for rapid growth, you tend to get this mushy, almost weird. They talk about muscle maturity on the Olympia stage, and they talk about it in the sense of it looks hard, it looks grainy, it looks like it's almost looks like cement set, kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
So
I have another point. You know how old Roden is? 40.
yeah,
Dude, I don't know if I talked to if we mentioned this before, but I feel like you ever notice the guys that start, like hitting anabolics in their 40s and they're just huge,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like they're not wore out, they haven't hurt their joints, they're just like monsters. Like that dude, he won his first ever Mr. Olympia at 43.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Phil wasn't Phil the opposite, 34.
Well, the thing with that is too is now it's not so much of a young man's game as it used to be because you need to be bigger. So
Yeah.
you can't obtain like Phil Heath, regardless of what anybody thinks about him, he obtained mass extremely fast, and
Did.
I'm almost completely sure that had to do with the mix of the right supplements
Yeah.
and the right genetics.
Genetics.
Yeah.
Because genetics make you respond to the right supplements.
Well, and I
Just
think
because,
that for someone to compete with him, they would need to be 40 and have done it for as long as he has. You know what I'm saying?
it makes sense then.
I mean,
It does make sense.
that's what I would say. A lot of the guys who you see who are over 40 end up losing leg mass extremely fast because they can't push their lower back like they used to, push their hamstrings like they used to. The quads are generally fine, but then they have to start relying on like leg press and leg extension and hack squat. They really can't pull out the stops and do all those crazy amount of lunges, all those crazy amount of squats and stuff like that, just because their body can't handle it at 40 or whatever. Because you turn 30, some things happen. You turn 40, some more things happen. You turn 50, hair starts growing out your butthole. I mean, it's a whole thing.
It really is. I didn't believe it, and I believe it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am kind of surprised that a lot more guys up there aren't losing hair, but
They're already bald, man.
yeah, but I mean, fuck. Look at when Phil Heath doesn't shave for a couple of weeks. Full head
That's
of hair.
also that's all genetics too, and
I know.
we can go across that whole thing. It's to deal with the amount of DHT receptors that are actually in the follicles, in the scalp, and blah 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 blah.
But
I'll write an article about it. How about that? No, I don't want to write. I don't want to write an article.
Well, fucking do it.
People like that.
Yeah.
An article about like why you're getting to bald as a man.
But anyway, man, I think it's I just think it's kind of strange when you look at those guys specifically. Now you can see better examples of basically everything in the 212 division and like physique and stuff like that, because those guys are a little bit more put together. Their physiques feel more complete. They're not as much massed out. And Big Ramy, like I told you, he had that little bit of fat on him, but he actually got scored against him because of how big he was and disproportionately big. right?
Good. It's about time that they're like actually putting that, because if they didn't do that, then bodybuilding would be out of control. And maybe that's one of the reasons why Phil doesn't get any bigger, because he doesn't want to lose those lines. But at this point, his abs and midsection are so big, he needs to get a little bit bigger. He needs to be a little bit more freakish to beat Roden, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I
He can
will
pull it
say
off.
that some of the people use some crazy side enhancement this time around too. It looked fucking weird on some of the
Ooh.
competitors. So,
Well, the rumor was that Flex Wheeler back in the day. By the way, some people think he should have beaten Ronnie a couple times with symmetrics. I mean, I don't know. But before all the health stuff, some people claim that he had like over, I don't know how many, but like 200 different injections with Synthol, like done by a doctor strategically. I'm like,
yeah. And something else people don't realize too is when they think synthol, they think these guys that, like in Russia, the synthol freaks and stuff like that. But that's not what synthol is. So that's literally solid stuff that they're putting inside their muscle bellies. That's not
that's
synthol.
different. No, that's not Synthol. That's different.
Synthol um, isn't permanent.
Nope, it's oil.
So that stuff is,
Permanent.
and it's killing people. Don't
It
fucking do it.
is. See, that was the thing. Some people said that they thought that Rich Piana had some of that on his arms.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. So no, I think I don't know. It's so difficult without seeing X-rays with him because some stuff did. Like I hear it all the time about. By the way, Generation Iron has a movie coming out about Rich Piana, so I'm definitely going to be watching that.
He's a movie star? Wow. Hmm.
They're gonna have a like unexplained stories, the Rich Piana Chronicles, right?
The Chronicles of Rich Piana. Or the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
That's a good
Well,
movie. I like that movie. It's pretty good.
but no, actually, hey, I saw that one. Yeah. Yeah.
The one afterwards,
Fuck.
not that good. The one
Oh, you mean the
afterwards,
one that he spent all that money on and turned out to be the exact same thing?
it was like it just wasn't as good. Like Chronicles of Riddick was the best out of the series. Pitch Black was like, and the
See, I
third
like
one was
Pitch
like,
Black.
well, the third one was like a mixture between Pitch Black and the Chronicles of Riddick. It was just
Yeah.
kind of like, there's a bounty hunter and
Yeah, that was the one that he poured all of his fortune into to make, and was like,
really?
"This has got to work." And oopsie daisies.
Wow. So I mean, he obviously recouped it from the. Is that why he made the second Triple X movie, which was terrible? Dude, I couldn't finish watching that
Probably.
movie.
I
I
will
couldn't
say that
finish watching it.
he's probably banking off Fast and Furious. Like,
Yeah, dude,
you
dude,
know,
that did you see the last Triple X movie? Don't. Like, and that's because here's the problem. Like, you see him and he's Dom, and he's trying to be this Triple X dude, and you're like, you're Dom, you're not Triple X. Like,
yeah.
like this just doesn't work for me. Yeah.
Well, he's got Guardian of the Galaxy too, where he's Groot.
Well,
So
yeah,
like three
that's
lines.
pretty good.
Um,
But, dude, gets paid a bunch of money. Why not? They
hell
can put
yeah,
him on it. I would
hell
do
yeah.
it. I'll be great.
So if
Oh,
you've
it'd
got
be
another
great.
superhero in mind, Marvel, that only has like a couple of lines that I could easily say and like record from like the shitter, that would
I'd
be
do it.
great. I'll do it. I'll do it for less money than he will.
Hey, dude, I'll be my superhero will be Special Ed.
Some people are going to get very offended at that.
I'm a special person. My name is Ed. I mean, come on.
Doesn't matter. Triggered.
Well, I mean, another thing people used to call me, Stoop Ed.
See, all I've got is two first names. It doesn't fucking matter. Bryce Allen.
Yeah, but you're balling, baby.
balling. I tell myself every night, I look in the mirror and go, "You're a fucking winner, and you're balling." It doesn't.
Gosh darn it, people like you.
People like you. They don't just tolerate you.
You know that reference,
including your wife. Huh?
Do you know the reference I was making? Stuart Smiley. You don't know Stuart Smiley. Sweaty balls. You don't know that one either.
I have a lot to do.
Oh, you don't know Alec Baldwin in the Sweaty Balls?
No. I missed out on so much fucking life. It's not even funny. All these references.
Dude, I'm going to send you the YouTube of Sweaty Balls tonight. I mean, I can't believe.
And Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble in Little China, 2. Right. I'm also going to Stuart Smiley, right. 3, and the Rocket from last week.
Right. So.
Man, you hold up. You don't know about Sweaty Balls?
Oh, I don't know about Sweaty Balls. No.
Or Stuart Smiley. He's the one that started, like, he looks in the mirror and says, "Gosh darn it, people like you."
It sounds familiar, but
But they made a movie about it. So I don't know why. Like Lauren Michaels did. It was a Saturday Night Live thing.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck it. Like the last time I watched Saturday Night Live, I think Norm Macdonald was on it.
Yeah, it's terrible. I haven't watched it in I don't know how long. It's been like apparently the people that were on the Emmys, which I did not watch. They were supposedly from Saturday Night Live, and I had no idea who they were. And apparently it was like, well, they kept making the jokes about how average Americans were dumb or something, I think. Yeah. Something like that. And so it was like the worst.
Base,
yeah. It was the worst. It was like
all
the
the
worst
people that watch our show is dumb.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. So apparently,
this has been a sponsored message by Hatecast.
Yes.
We look forward to your letters. So I think we're gonna end it here because I'm short on time. But this has been a little casual Sunday fun day. Now, if as always, if you like these videos, go ahead and like this video. If you dislike this video, you know how to shove that. If you would like to subscribe, hold on. Oh, now I can show people. Ignore the dog bed. As you can see, hold that up again, Ed. Ed is anti-marijuana legalization. His weed killer.
Brought to you by
Zaxby's. Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
dude,
guys.
Dude, hold on. Have you ever seen this before?
I have seen the Piggly Wigglies. Yes.
Okay. Just making. Because those things are absolutely.
Hey, I know what a Kroger's is, right? I know what cashews are. I'm very hip.
To be square. The hip defeat Huey Lewis in the news. Have you seen Back to the Future?
Yes.
Okay, you know the part, going back in time. That's Huey Lewis in the news.
Okay. Anyway, I gotta head out of here.
Have you seen Ghostbusters?
Yes, I have seen Ghostbusters. Jesus Christ.
And Part 2?
Yes, Bill Murray and... You don't remember Vigo?
Come on. Vigo. What's in the baby?
So dumb. Like, okay, that would have been a comedy.
Yes.
Right? But it was one of those weird times in film history, like Beverly Hills Cop. Not supposed to be a comedy. Supposed to be serious. Complete comedy. Lethal Weapon? Comedy. Right? It's supposed to be an action movie.
But comedy.
See, they need more of those. They don't make those anymore.
That's what I've been saying. They don't have that type of movie anymore.
The Golden Child.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Haven't seen it. I'll get it. I'll get it watched.
Dude, I just can't believe you haven't seen that movie. It's a classic.
I know, but look at the sweet, sweet product that I set up in the background here. Hold on, I gotta remind everybody. Okay, we got coffee.
Is it the ground or whole bean? Beans.
These are whole beans. I don't do the ground shit. I'm a coffee snob now. And I just throw things around because I'm my own man. Speaking of being my own man, I need to go to bed. It's my bedtime.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime.
Well, alright guys, as always, we will see you. And literally see you in the next one.
Conan, what is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and you hear the lamentation of their women. That is good. That is good.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no loving, that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things, I gotta just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about, telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that, telling me things about rap, talking the truth and then stabbing my back, they will knock me off track. No, too many things have been building, been hard to deal with, I just been drinking. Remember my moves in the past, I'm wondering what was I thinking. Lately I'm living in fear, wondering what if the end is so near. All of this shit going on, the shootings are strong. One shot to the head and I'm gone. I'm losing control but I can't let it go, cause I'm trying to get more. And I've been in the moment, I've been in the zone, and I'm moving alone. I don't pick up the phone when my family call, I've been doing it wrong and I don't know what's happening. Trying to get what I just been imagining, getting close and I just been examining all of the fake shit the game has been packaging.
Power pleases you, Crom. So grant me one request. Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
I come from a town where most of the people are so close-minded. They go into school and they work in a job but they don't even like it. I won't be put in a box, nobody telling me what I should rock, nobody telling me what I should drop, cause I do what I want and just know I don't stop. Recording till 4 in the morning, they snoring, I'm pouring my soul into every story. I'm writing, producing, I mix it, I master, I'm building my craft and I'm not looking back. I've been going doing things I wanna do when I want to. Everybody wanna get a win but they not do. Everybody wanna copy you but they not you. Everybody wanna be cool but they not new. Whoa, look how I go, gonna be a dentist, I still got the flow. Never gonna lose cause I'm still doing both. Never gonna lose cause I've been on the road. Come to your state and I'm killing the show. Know that I'm young and I still gotta grow. Know that I'm working the most, know I'm never gonna choke. And I'm looking back down on the people below.
I've been keeping real, I've been doing what I feel. I've been out here trying to kill every beat, I know I will. Everything I'm working on, every night another song. They've been quiet all along, they gon' notice when I'm gone.